Hey Sebastian,
Hi, Matthias.
what comes to your mind when you hear the term platinum in connection with a product?
I don't know.
Well, I'll give you a few more seconds to think about it, and we have a look at the intro. So,
Wow. I would say premium product,
mhm.
top of its class, rich features, a high build quality, something like that.
Well, that sounds quite right. Yeah.
Cool. What do I
Uh,
get?
hmm?
What do I get?
Well, you don't get anything. You get to be on this show. That's what you get. But yeah, talking about platinum, I wanted to quickly mention Difork's new platinum version of the C-Touch 4 Max. And if I pass this to you, can you confirm what you just said? Premium quality, feature rich.
Wow. Premium quality. I agree.
Yeah, you can smack
Pretty
me
cool.
over the head with
Yeah.
that, and my head will break and not the
It feels
housing.
very solid build. Feature rich. We got the clamp already integrated in the housing. I love it. Pretty
Also,
cool. And we got the mounting points for a tripod or for lights or anything you want to
correct.
put on it. I guess, and I know that from you, that like almost any smartphone is fitting in there,
Well,
like the bigger ones.
yeah, the good thing now with this one, because it is slightly thicker than the old traditional C-Touch 4 Max underwater smartphone housing. Now you can actually fit any smartphone in there with a thickness of the camera module up to 17 millimeters.
Wow.
So
Okay.
you can even the thickest
Pretty
cameras, smartphone cameras, will be able to fit into this housing, which enables a whole lot of new smartphones to be used in that way with that innovative, one of its kind touch screen underwater.
Cool. Where can I order it? Well, obviously I don't get it from you, so
Obviously
I have
not.
to order it.
Obviously not, because this is mine. I only got one. This is mine. I'm going to be taking a
Uh,
very good care of that
I see.
housing.
We started the year so nice with like friendship and all that stuff. And
Friendship's
now we're
still there.
we're getting back to the business partner stuff.
Friendship's still there, but friendship only goes so far.
All right.
No, in all seriousness, they have just launched the sale. They've just launched this product, the Platinum Housing, and right now it is still at a launch price. Regularly, it will cost $499, so it's a little bit more expensive than the original housing. But at the moment, it is discounted by $100, so you can get it for $399. And if you use the link down in the video description below, you can even get an extra 6% discounted on top of that. So it comes down to about $375 something for the Platinum
That would have
housing.
been my question, if I can use the Matthias Lebo code at checkout.
You absolutely can. And keep in mind, even though it is still a little more expensive than the original housing, you don't need to get the clamp extension and the filtering, because that's all included in this housing already. So that's a pretty good deal, I think. Right, so this is probably a good time to say thank you to Difork, who is a sponsor of this series and today's video. And within their sponsorship, they're obviously also doing that nice little extra 6% discount that we just mentioned. So thank you very much for that. And for anyone who wants to benefit from that, as we said, the link's down in the video description below. And it applies to any products on the Difork web shop, not just the brand new Platinum housing. Enough with Platinum housings and Difork. Let's talk about underwater films.
Yeah. And another thank you to AquaRod for submitting another video.
Another one. Wow.
Pretty cool.
I think Rodrigo AquaRod, you are with this submission. I think you are the most committed. Well, the biggest fan maybe of this series, because this is like submission 4, I think
4
now.
or 5. I'm not 100% sure. I have to look it up.
The good thing is, what I really want to mention here as well, is the reason why AquaRod is submitting this extra video here is because he really wants to take part in the competition that we're running here on the channel, and all his last submissions, they were longer than the 5 minutes that we have that we have set as the maximum runtime of a submission. So he's submitted one that is below 5 minutes so that he can take part in a competition and maybe even win the free spot on the Maldives Underwater Videography Workshop in April next year. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the video?
No.
Shall we just watch it?
Yes.
Okay, you're very short on communicating today, but
Well,
that's
you
okay.
talked a lot, so it's better for me to
That
just shut up.
Yeah, that's why we make a good team. I talk a lot and you just don't.
All right.
All right,
Let's go.
let's watch that video.
Hiding behind this old Fanta can, we find a real gem. The coconut octopus. Its name comes from its unique behavior, gathering coconut shells to use as shelter. He makes his way along the seabed, looking for a snack with his 8 tentacles. He uses those tentacles to feel, but also to taste. A shrimp is in his path, and he decides quickly that he likes the taste. It's unclear why the shrimp backs off in a defensive position. If this coconut octopus wants to eat him, the crustacean doesn't stand a chance. The way he almost stumbles as he pulls himself along makes him seem comical, though he is anything but. And today, he even seems a little grumpy. He retreats and finds a shield, trying to hide away again, as if we're playing a game of hide and seek. His shield is a piece of glass, and it isn't a very good hiding spot at all. That doesn't stop him from peering over the top to have a glance. We are not sure whether our cephalopod companion has accepted us. The tip appears to be missing from one of his front tentacles. No need for concern, as it is perfectly natural for these limbs to completely grow back. Finally, he emerges from his shelter and tries to disguise himself next to us. Once he is truly comfortable, he decides that he'd like to get a taste of our camera. This up-close and personal experience was truly magical, and it felt like he had accepted us. Either that or he was just checking to see if the camera was edible.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, AquaRod, for submitting this very entertaining, well-made little educational piece about the coconut octopus. I really enjoyed that.
Me too. Funny.
Funny,
Pretty
right?
funny.
Right? Thoughts?
Thoughts. Wow.
I mean, that's the stuff that happens between your ears.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, I like the music. It's like, it's just the loudness level, just there you can hear it. It is fitting to the narration, to the
Nice.
action happening on the screen. It's just, yeah, I liked it very much. It really was supporting for the whole visuals.
It was, and we need to mention here that AquaRod, because this is a collective of 3 people working together to create these films, they actually have one person within their collective who is responsible for the music, someone actually making the music himself. So it's not that they've picked any, music and licensed it. They actually made that piece of music specifically for this video. So I think that's important to also put out there, so to put it into perspective as to why this piece of music is fitting so well to the visuals that we see, because it was made specifically for that. And it was made very well, I think. I agree on that.
Definitely. We don't have to talk about like the camera lighting and the images from AquaRod. I mean, they're unique, they're cool, they're sharp, they're have nice colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only thing I was wondering at the end, there were like a few shots where the octopus was sharp and everything around was very blurry.
Mm-hmm.
If that was like if it is handmade, like in post production, or it was
Mm-hmm.
the lens, or
Mm-hmm.
I just it sticked out. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know. It was just curious if it was like if it is the lens because it was so close, or I don't know.
Mm. It could be. I mean, I've written down focus as a point, simply because I noticed once, and it was really only once, but once when the octopus started quickly coming towards the camera, sort of like the first half of your piece, it got out of focus. And I'm not entirely sure. I don't quite remember whether you were saying that you're using manual or autofocus. I think you're using manual focus, if I'm not wrong. And I think it was just the action was just too quick for you to adjust your focus, which happens, not a big deal at all. But it just stood out because it was only that one time, you know. And also, I think it could be an indication as to you were shooting with a wider aperture, because as it came closer, it got out of range of focus, and you had to pull back on the focus to readjust for it. Not a big deal, but it might also explain why in those scenes that you were talking about, the octopus is in focus and the surroundings are slightly out of focus.
Yeah. Let me just check quickly how long it is. All right.
240.
Because I think to like make it like a piece in like I say like a whole piece.
Mm-hmm.
I would find it nice to have like a title, a fade in at the beginning, maybe a fade out at the beginning, just to make it like a a whole story from start to end. It feels like it's like you're starting in a story and then just ending. That was just missing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I got something written down here too. I just wrote down establishing. On the negative side, in terms of I'm missing and establishing the scene, and this goes also into the ending of the thing. But I do think, and I might be wrong, correct me please if I'm wrong, AquaRod, but I'm thinking that this is like a small portion of a larger documentary that they have created, and that's why it's, you know, just a portion about the coconut octopus that he's just uploaded separately here to take part in the competition.
I think that's the case. But anyways, like there would be enough seconds for like
totally.
Just like, because like you don't look at it like it's a piece of a documentary. You would look at it as a piece at itself.
That's right.
And then I would say like it would be nice, like establishing shot, even one shot or just a title, something like that.
Absolutely.
To know. Because that was the reason you asked me. You don't want to say anything about it before we started watching the film, and I was like expecting. Well, we know the work of AquaRod was like, there will be a title anyways, and the title would have been Coconut Octopus.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I agree. I fully agree. I just wanted to again mention it so it's clear to everyone that this might be the reason why it doesn't have a proper establishing and an ending, because it's just a piece out of a larger documentary that they're working on. Nevertheless, I do agree with you. I think it would have been beneficial as a standalone piece, and that's what we're looking at it. We're looking at it as a standalone piece. It would be beneficial to have some sort of a little establishing, whether that is like a surface shot of the area that we're in, because we don't really know where this is taken. Like, we don't know. It doesn't say where this has been taken. So a little establishing shot of the area, maybe even a wide angle shot underwater, just to show that it is actually just sand, nothing else on there, and then go into the story with the coconut octopus, and also in the end doing like a little, I don't know, not credits, but like a proper ending towards the end would also be nice. But that's really the only thing that I can think of as kind of improvements. Other than that, what I've also written down is that I really enjoyed that how well you told a story in like 2 minutes and 39 seconds about this coconut octopus. The variety of shots, I was quite impressed with, because there's close-up shots, there's mid shot. There's not really wide-angle shots, but we don't really need wide-angle shots in that sense. And then also I really enjoyed the sound design. It wasn't just the music itself, but there was also sound design when the octopus was touching the lens, and you could hear an artificial noise. I'm guessing it was artificially made, but it was very close to what you would expect when an octopus with its arms actually starts, touching and manipulating your lens in some way. So that was also something that I really enjoyed.
Especially like is what you said about narration. It's like on the one hand, the narrator was telling us a story about a person, that coconut octopus, but on the other side, it just included little bits and pieces of scientific knowledge in it, and I like that very much. It's like just like he was talking, and then another piece, talking, another piece. Really cool.
Yeah,
love that style.
Yeah, it's a very easy way of passing on information, scientific information, as you say. Nice. Anything else?
No.
Other than thank you, AquaRod, and you have entered the competition now with this piece to win that spot on the Maldives trip in April 2025. So in that case, I will sum up the video. If you don't have anything else to say,
Go ahead.
What we really liked in your little piece here, AquaRod, is the storyline that you put together in a very short amount of time. So in 2 minutes and 39 seconds, you're telling pretty much a complete story. And also the quality of the shots that we saw. As always, we didn't expect anything else from you. They were outstanding. The sound design and the choice of music, or the music that you've produced specifically for this piece, works very well with the visuals together. The only criticism that we have is really that for us, looking at this as a standalone piece, we are kind of missing some sort of an establishing scene, some establishing shots, and also some ending shots to round up the whole piece as a standalone story, standalone piece that way. But that's the only thing that we can really find here to critique in this piece. Hold on, I'm skipping something. We will link AquaRod's film and also his channel in the video description below. Go over there and check out his channel and all the content that he's got on there. There's plenty of really cool content on that channel already. And if you want to submit something to the review here and have a chance to win the $2,500 worth trip workshop to the Maldives next year in April, then send us an email to contact@matthiaslebo.com with the link to your uploaded video and a little description as to where it was taken, what camera you've used, and anything else that might be useful for us in reviewing your submission.
Good job.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the very enthusiastic encouragement. If you don't have anything else to say,
No.
AquaRod, thanks again for your submission. Everyone else, thanks for watching. I hope you were able to get something from today's review. And if that's the case, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Let us know in the comment section below. And until next week, we wish you a great, fantastic week filled with underwater adventures. And we look forward to seeing you back here on the channel next Thursday. Have a great week. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.